All right, guys, today's training is going to be super ninja tactical, and we're going to concentrate on one strategy. Now, just a couple days ago, maybe a week and a half ago, I dropped a really good video you need to go and watch, and that's how to dominate any neighborhood in your farm as the go-to listing agent. That one is worth watching. Please make sure you watch it, guys. If you're wanting to get listings in neighborhoods, it is a killer strategy. But today I want to be a little bit more granular. I want to come down and micro strategize. And I want it to be about your neighborhood. How ludicrous and maddening is it for you guys as agents in your own neighborhoods to go out on a Saturday, whether it's a Costco run with your spouse for a couple hours, or it's to show buyers a home or to go on a listing appointment on the other side of town, right? And you leave mid-morning on a Saturday and you come back in the afternoon, and right across the street, a for sale or coming soon sign just got installed and it's not you. Right? That used to get me so frazzled until I realized that crap is my fault. Either they did not know I'm an agent, or they thought I was just playing. There was no reason to talk with me. There was no value. We never talked. We never introduced ourselves, right? Well, today that's going to end. If you follow the strategy I am going to give you, you within 6 to 12 months can position yourself in your neighborhood to not lose a listing to another real estate agent and broker in town. Now, guys, if you like what you're about to hear, look down in the description. I'm going to put a couple things that you want to go and see. Number one, on Wednesdays, I go live and I train on my Geo Unlimited system, and I cover what you're about to see and other similar topics. So if you want to join me live and all the agents that follow me, just look below, put it on your calendar, and join me. Now, the good news is I record it and I put it on my private school academy. So if you're interested, I can give you access to all of those trainings. Number two, if you like what I'm about to show you, and if you don't, you are cray-cray, because this is cutting edge. What I'm about to show you is ridiculous for your own neighborhood. If you like it, go look in the description and I will pin a comment. The first comment under the video, I'll pin it. Go check out my Geo Unlimited webinar, guys. It's about 40 minutes, so you're going to need time. I'm going to expose you to next level marketing. It doesn't include cold calling, door knocking, or buying massively expensive leads or giving away a chunk of your commission. It's going to show you how you can have automated marketing that's inexpensive. Some of you spend more at Starbucks than what you're about to watch. So go check that out below in the description. And if you like it, get it. If you don't, I'm going to at least expose you to some things that you could be doing. Fair? All right, let's jump into how you as a realtor can become the dominant agent in your own neighborhood. If you live in Granite Bay, a year from now, I ought to be able to go in and check out how many homes sold in Granite Bay and what agent had the most. It should be you after watching this. All right, guys, let's get started. Let's lay a foundation. Let's build the cake and then get into the strategy. Number one, you need to know how many homes in your neighborhood have the highest probability of sales. What do I mean by that? Let's say your neighborhood has 700 people, 700 homes, right? Not people, homes. Well, we already know that 700 homes in Granite Bay in your neighborhood are not selling in the next 12 months. If your neighborhood has good sales flow, there should be about 5%. So let's say there are about 100 homes on average in your neighborhood that potentially will be listing and selling that year. It's probably going to be more like 30 to 50, but let's say we find 100 that have the highest probable sales score out of 700. That's who you're going to focus on. Now, the other 600, you can send them a postcard every 4 months, maybe once a quarter, just for branding. Hello, neighbor. My name is, I am literally right down the street. I live in our neighborhood and I'm a realtor. here's what I want to tell you on this card, right? And those cards don't need to always be like a home evaluation link or, hey, you want to sell? It's an introduction. It's your way to brand yourself as their neighbor and a realtor. It's how you can gift them information that's relevant. I'm going to show you a strategy today, guys, that probably most of you did not know you had, that will make you look like a freaking expert in your neighborhood. So stay tuned. You're going to want to see this and then duplicate it. So that's the strategy, guys. You want to email and send a postcard and a letter to the top 5%, the 100 in your neighborhood that have the highest probable ability to sell that year. You want to be in their face as much as you can, but not in their face like a salesperson, in their face like, hey, I'm your neighbor. And this strategy, guys, when employed, no other agent is farming your community, in my humble opinion, like what I'm about to show you. So guys, here is how you are going to get your lion's share of listings in your neighborhood in the next 12 months. One more disclaimer and then I'll show you. I know we're dragging this on, but I want to make sure that we are really realistic here. Please understand this is going to take time. This is not a strategy that will yield you massive results in the next 1 to 4 months. This is where you're going to start the engine. You're going to prime the pump. But when this thing is running, it yields. It's kind of like with YouTube videos for your local city. Typically, it takes about 6 months to start to see some traction on those, and then it's evergreen content. People know who you are. They watch your content. Well, that's what this strategy does. So you're going to need to know, number one, who in your neighborhood has the highest probability, and then you need to capture those potential homeowners and then develop a twofold strategy. So let me share my screen. For this, you can use any lead aggregate company you want. You can use RedX, you can use LandVoice. I use MyPlusLeads for neighborhood data, where I'm getting all of the contact information, including names and addresses, so I can send emails and direct mail to. And if you guys are interested, here's what you're going to do. Go to myplusninja.com. You can gain access to this for 30 days for free. FSBOs, expireds, for rent by owners, absentee, pre-foreclosure, and then any data on any neighborhood that is in your farm. You can grab it all, right? myplusninja.com. I'll put a link below. Get your 30-day free trial and start looking at this data and develop strategies to start reaching out to get more listings, right? So in this example, I picked a neighborhood near me called Ardmore Reserve, and there were about 700, 800 homes. I found 100 using this software of the most predictive sellers. These are people who rank higher on the I'm going to sell in the next 12 months than everybody else. And so we captured this information, and from this, we now download that information. And with one click of a button, I can send those people over here to my direct mail platform. And we'll get to this in a minute. So I'll send them over to my direct mail platform. I don't have to download a spreadsheet, fix it, none of that. MyPlusLeads syncs with my Geo Unlimited, my direct mail platform. Now, if you're using Thanks.io or a different type, Postcard Mania, just find out how you can upload this data if you're using those systems, because you're going to want to set them up on a postcard once a month, right? And I'll show you some examples of what to do on the postcards in a minute. But it starts, your domination for your neighbor starts with getting the data, right? So the very first thing that you're going to want to do, and I'm going to open up ChatGPT. You knew I was going there. And I want to show you a really fantastic way to develop content. So our strategy to dominate our neighborhood is a once a month newsletter to these leads. And the newsletter cannot be that you're an agent. Do they want to sell? Here's your value. Let's talk, so forth and so on. It cannot be that way. It has to be a newsletter that they're going to want to look at. And I'll show you an example. Guys, it took me 5 minutes to produce what I'm about to show you. So, strategy one, get a newsletter out to all of these people, making sure that they know, first and foremost, that you live in that neighborhood and you live right near them. Right off the bat. Not, I'm a realtor and I live in your neighborhood. It's no. Welcome. My name's Kelly. I live at Ardmore Reserve. I'm your neighbor. And then we start. The email has to be built in such a way that provides value. Now, I'm going to show you the email that Chat created. I'll show you my prompt, then my further prompts, and I'll show you the final product. And when I tell you it took 5 minutes to create it, I'm not talking about creating a crap email. I'm talking about this was tactical. Tactical. So let's share my screen. And guys, this blew me away. So I have an agent using my GeoCentral, and she reached out to me last night, needed to get on a Zoom with me. And we were talking about strategy. She's works full-time and a part-time realtor. And she wants to get 3 to 5 closings in the next 12 months. That's all she wants. And that alone would probably be close to what she's making working full time. So the strategy we came up with was twofold. Number one, attacking expireds with a superior offer and only targeting homes $500,000 or more that expired within 10 miles of her address. That was the first strategy. The next one, tactically creating a strategy for her to become the go-to agent in her neighborhood. Because right now, she's lived there for 5 years. Nobody knows she's an agent. That's pretty much every agent I talk to. She's a secret agent. So the first thing we did was we talked about the expired strategy. I gave her the ultimate offer, and she got all of my expired postcards in her account. She's going to start next week going after. She just needs 2 or 3 expireds, maybe 2 expireds and 3 to 5 homes in her neighborhood in the next 12 months. And she's making what she's making enough on that than what she's making working 50 hours a week for the other company. Guys, this is where if you're a full-time or part-time agent, this will set you free, right? So the example on Chat that I'm going to show you is for her neighborhood. So I started off with Chat, guys. Now let me just read it, right? Are you familiar with Ardmore Reserve in Mineola, Florida? Chat comes back and gives me these pictures. And yes, I'm familiar. What I found out, size and configuration, amenities and features, HOA. It even gives you the lifestyle services director with their HOA link. This is amazing. Strengths and potential challenges. And it tells you the strengths as a real estate agent and challenges for marketing in there. So then I came back and I said, great. Now, guys, forget my spelling. I did this quickly because I was using this on my Zoom with the agent today to develop the strategy for her. So I didn't have time to correct grammar. Just give me that. All right. So I said to Chat, great. Now, I live there, which I don't, but Chat doesn't know that. I'm a local realtor. I want to email my fellow homeowners once a month. It will not be a classical sales email. Look, in mail. Yeah, I was typing fast. In that, I want to inform them of neighborhood news items as well as Claremont, Mineola, and Lake County events. Today is 10/7/25. Can you help me craft an email to the homeowner? I ultimately want them to know I'm a realtor and if they're going to sell, but the email is a way for me to provide powerful info. Perfect. This is a smart positioning play. Thank you, Chat. So it gave me subject lines. Check this out. I loved this one. It even gave me an emoji of fall leaves. So we picked that one, right? And then it gave me the email body. So let's go ahead and pick this for now because I don't want to have to go back up. Once I got the original email body, I loved it. It was great. However, I noticed that it was missing something that I wanted. Remember, the whole goal here is for you to give value to your fellow Ardmore or Granite Bay residents. Not just a realtor, but guys, I'm just like you. I'm out there, and when I find these specials, I want to give them to you. I want them to continue reading my monthly emails, right? So I said, that was great. Do you have access to special offers that Costco, BJ's, and Publix is offering for October? If so, I would like a section in this email where I provide value by exposing great deals. Chat, yes, I found. So here is the email that it gave me, right? Now let's go back over here and see how this works. So what I would do is I would paste in my email. I would go ahead and type in my name, and then I would blind copy. Now remember, over here, I've got 106 people. I have the majority of their email addresses. So what I would do is I would blind copy and paste all of those email addresses for those owners so that when they receive the email, it's going to be individual. They're not going to have access to everybody else's email, right? It's just going to be addressed to them. Now, the reason I'm doing that is, and the reason I'm using Gmail for this, most of you have a CRM, whether it's high level, lofty. I believe EXP offers like 3 now. So KV Core and whatever else, Follow Up Boss, Lion Desk. I'm losing count. There's so many out there. A lot of those emails, agents just don't know how to set it up proper. You're not getting the email warmed up. You're not getting the domain set proper. You're not doing what it takes to make sure your emails end up in the inbox. What I know about Gmail, if you're not spamming, like if I'm not putting sales crap all in that email, like, hey, do you want to sell? I'm a great agent. Click this for that, click this for that, click this for that. And then in the subject matter, it's spammy crap. Maybe a subject line that has nothing to do with the email. I'm just trying to get clicks, right? That's spam. Typically Gmail, you can send 500 a day. Well, I've only got 106 in this neighborhood I'm going to email once a month. So in this instance, this is a perfect setup. And here's what I know. My Gmail, if I'm only doing this once a month from a neighborhood, it's probably going to go in inbox. So strategy 1, create the ability to generate amazing emails. Now, guys, I'm going to go back into this email, okay? And we're going to copy it. And I want to show it to you. Starts with hello neighbor, goes all the way down to here. Now, I don't need that because I already have that in my signature, okay? I'm going to drop that email here. And guys, let's look at it. I'm going to go ahead and send it to myself, okay? Look at the email. So if I lived in Ardmore Reserve and I got an email and it said Ardmore Reserve plus local Claremont events, I'm probably going to open it. It doesn't scream salesperson. It doesn't scream spam. It doesn't scream scam. I live in Ardmore. I live near Claremont. So let's check out this email. And remember, this is just once a month, right? And so it starts off by saying, hello neighbors. I hope you're doing well and settling into fall. Since I live here in Ardmore Reserve too, right out of the gate, credibility, trust bridge. Are you guys getting this? Let me ask you this, and comment below right now. Just pause it and comment below. Are you mind blown yet? Did this just become a revelation? Are you in real estate church right now and this was a hallelujah moment? If so, drop a comment and let me know. Let everybody know your thoughts. If you think this is stupid, just put this is stupid. I don't care. I'm a big boy, but I would love to know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment below. If you're like me, this is a game changer. I want to send each month a quick roundup of neighborhood updates, local events, and deals around town that might save you money. Neighborhood notes. Guys, ChatGPT found this information for me and put it together. So it's telling me the HOA will clean the pool deck the week of October 14th. Well, today is October 7th. So if they got that email today, that's still 7 days away. That's relevant. Halloween spirit. Many homes are already getting festival. If you decorate, please send me a photo. I may feature your home next month. A little push for them to become active. Safety reminder. If you see anything out of place, Mineola PD's non-emergency number. Look at that. That's valuable. Local events this month. Claremont, Harvard. It's telling you all of the Halloween stuff coming up in the surrounding area. Now, the deals corner. October savings. Here are some current offers I found. I'll keep sending these monthly. Now, guys, check this out. Nescafe Taster's Choice Coffee, slick deals. Look where it goes to. Costco, right? So these are Costco deals. Now for BJ, remember it says Costco member deals. For BJ's, here we go. I'm sending them right to BJ's, and this is where they can see all of the deals for BJ's. For Publix, which is the big supermarket in the state of Florida, here's their digital coupons. Here's their weekly buy one, get one. Talk about, if I got that email, because like right now, guys, just so you know, right now, I'm already thinking I have to go to Publix later today. We're running low on vegetables, right? If I got that email, I would probably go to Publix and check out their buy one, get ones. That's value to me, right? And then it states, if you see a deal at Publix or groceries near you that look good, feel free to let me know. I'll share it in the next newsletter. This is tactically one of the best neighborhood emails I've ever read. Then we're going to get into who I am. The Mineola Claremont market is still active this fall. On average, homes are selling in. If you want a free, no pressure home value estimate just for your lot in Ardmore Reserve, I'd be happy to send it. Now, guys, remember, the only people getting this newsletter are people that have the highest tactical advantage of selling in the next 12 months. They might not respond for that home value, but next month or the month after, they might. I am literally pre-positioning my brand in their face using this newsletter. So guys, if I just stop there, that strategy alone would yield massive results for you. Now, let me tell you what I wouldn't do. And this is me. When it comes to my own neighborhood, I am not cold calling or door knocking. Those are two of the most invasive real estate marketing tactics that you can use. They also happen to be some of the highest converting tactics, because for cold calling, you're going to call a lot of people, but you're eventually going to get somebody that says, yeah, I'm actually thinking of selling, right? That's what you want as a cold caller. But you don't want to do that in your own neighborhood, because you don't want your neighbors to think that you are that kind of person. Oh man, that guy over there at 552 Granite Bay, he is a realtor, but man, is he like after us? I don't like that, right? I don't want to leave. I want my neighbors to be organic with me. I want it to be a value prop. I want a trust bridge. I don't want to door knock them. I don't want to call them on the phone. I want them chasing me. Guys, are you getting this? This is how you dominate in your local market. And guys, next month, November, going into Thanksgiving, guess what? Hello, chat. Last month's email for Ardmore was amazing. I would keep that thread in my chat and every month build on it. So then for November, we're going to go ahead and have it create a completely different email talking about Thanksgiving. I'll probably prompt chat to go out to BJ's, Costco's, and Publix to see what Thanksgiving coupons they have, right? I want it to be absolutely organic and powerful and full of great information. And literally, guys, these emails, even with you tweaking them, 10 minutes or less, powerful. But we're not going to stop there, okay? We also want to give people in Granite Bay, Ardmore Reserve, a postcard. Now, what I don't want to do is send a postcard every month to 795 people at Ardmore Reserve, because 600 of them are a waste of my money. The only value would be branding, but that would cost me, $400 or $500 a month in what I call branding postcards. I don't want to do that. I only want to spend direct mail money. And remember, well, I haven't said this yet. In our Geo Central system, watch the webinar below. Postcards are free. You just pay postage. So what I want to do is create a postcard. I'm not even looking, guys, because I teach about automations where you create 12 postcards, send it to that neighborhood once a month. I don't want to do that. I want every postcard for that month to be unique to that month. And I'll show you an example. It took me 10 minutes to create this. We have templates in our system that we give you. But I would create a card specific to that neighborhood and to that homeowner, right? So let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. So remember, part one was the email campaigns. Part two is now going to be direct mail. And I think you should be using a combination of letters and postcards. So postcards, you don't have to do anything except design the card and then ship it to that 106 people in Ardmore, right? Here's an example. And again, I did this quickly. I don't know that every month I want to do a home value card, but here's an example of one. So why these cards are powerful, and they're all editable. It will put the first name of that homeowner. It will put a street view image from Google on their card. So it's going to be addressed to them, and the picture of their home is going to be on that card. All of this is done automatically, right? Bob, thinking of selling your Ardmore Reserve home? Not only am I a realtor, I also live in Ardmore Reserve. And then with our Geo Unlimited, you do get text to call features. So in this instance, I would give them a text to call to look at what a buyer would be willing to pay. So if they text that number to that number, it's going to give them an instant value based on current data on their home. I'm also, by them texting that number and going and looking at that page, if they leave their information for the value, It's going to start them on an email campaign automatically. But that is an example. And then on the back of the card, very simple. Hey neighbor, I'm not just a realtor. I live in Ardmore Reserve 2. That means I know exactly how today's market is impacting our neighborhood, not just Claremont. And I've got to type a spelling error there, right? And show you how easy it is to fix this. There we go. All I have to do is go like that and then capitalize it. And now it's fixed. All of this is editable. You can even change the font. You can change the size, the color. I mean, there's so much you guys can do. I can make it bold, right? So thinking about selling, curious about your home value, or just have questions about Ardmore, I'm here to help. No pressure, just real answers. Call, text me anytime. Guys, that's the card right there. So let's recap, because I don't want to get too crazy with this, because we can add layers to this cake. If you like the training that I just gave you, you definitely want to join us on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. All of the information's in the description. We go live. I train on things just like this using our Geo Unlimited system. And I mentioned this earlier, for most of you, my system where you get free postcards, unlimited landing pages, unlimited done for you short form video, unlimited PDF ebooks, listing integration pages, free Facebook ad creator and launcher, all of that for less than what some of you spend in Starbucks every month, all of that. And we train on this every week. My goal is to take an agent and get them to 10 to 15 deals as fast as possible using our expired approach, our FSBO, our neighborhood farm, pre-foreclosure, renter to homeowner programs. Guys, it is all literally some of the best cake you've ever baked, all in our system. If you want to see how it works, in the description is the link for the webinar, or I'll go ahead and pin a comment. So I'd like to know what you thought about this. Do you think that this is something you can do if you want to dominate your neighborhood? Now, guys, you don't need my system. You just need a Gmail account. You need ChatGPT to create your emails. And then instead of a postcard, if you don't want to do all of that, just create a letter and handwrite your stuff on the envelopes and stuff those letters once a month. I mean, you literally, there's nothing stopping you from dominating in your neighborhood. Please note, you are going to need to understand, tactically, this will take time. But once you prime this pump, guys, and people in your neighborhood start to know who you are, this strategy, in my humble opinion, is the top way for you to not lose listings. Never leave your home on a Saturday to go show homes or go on a listing presentation and drive back and see another agent's sign in your yard, and it's not for you trying. You can start to take the lion's share. And then the last thing I'm going to say is, and this goes with the video I shot a couple weeks ago that's on the channel, you take this same strategy to any neighborhood in your farm, and it's Katie bar the door. Within 12 months, guys, you will be making the income that you want as an agent. It has to happen. The problem most agents experience, and the agent I talked to today who openly admitted, because I said to the agent, do you mind if I'm a coach now? And they're like, oh, I don't want you to talk down to me. And I became a coach. The reason why you're not seeing the results is you're not doing the very basics that I taught today. Change it. Get aggressive with your marketing, not with the client, with you. Get off your butt. These strategies are super simple. If you need to, go watch this over and over. All right, that's enough. Coach is done. Don't forget, if you've already subscribed to the channel, just make sure you hit the notification bell. Know when I drop this content because it's for you. If you haven't yet, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell, stay with us on the journey. Go look at some of the videos I've posted in the last 2 months. Guys, some of that stuff is game-changing for you as an agent. Last thing I'll say, and this is my only push, I don't do this on every video. If you are an agent looking to make a change, you're not really satisfied where you're at with your broker, reach out to me. In the comment section, I'll put my calendar link. I'd love to share with you what Epic Realty can do for you and your business in the next 12 months. Guys, the stuff, the benefits, the systems that you get in this company, and I have been at a lot of the major cloud brokerages, the stuff you get here is absolutely game changer. And I'd love to share with you. Here's my promise. We can have that conversation. I'm not going to recruit you. I'm going to give you the honesty and the truth that you deserve as an agent. I've actually told agents who got on my call to talk about Epic that maybe at this time in their sales experience, in their journey, it wasn't right for them. So we'll have that conversation. But if you want to find out everything about Epic Realty, please make sure you schedule that call with me. Well, guys, that's it. Take what I taught you today, implement it, and see what happens over the next couple of months, and then come back here and drop comments as to how this has affected your business. All right, if I don't see you, watch the next video and go out and get you some closings, guys.